test really, and unfortunately we weren't able to stick with them for long enough. So we know they're going to be full of confidence coming here to Hagley, where, as we know, it's a completely different surface to what was up at the Mount. So we know we've played some really good cricket here over recent years, and I know the guys looking forward to getting out there and trying to play our brand of cricket that we know we're capable of. And we obviously weren't at our best last week, so another opportunity to put a good performance on the board this week.
You played a lot of Test cricket at home. Is it unique, weird, different coming into a situation where you're playing to save a series?
I certainly don't think we look at it that way. I think results at the end of the day are byproducts of doing the work early in the Test match and throughout the Test match. And if you're in a position to push for a win or whatever situation the game is, it's important that you keep trying to push it forward. So for us, it's about going back to what we do really well, and if we do that, then hopefully later on in the Test we give ourselves a good chance of being on the right side.
How important is the toss tomorrow? Because obviously, the traditionally green wicket here normally does a bit for a couple of days, but given how hot it's meant to be tomorrow, it means it could potentially only do something for the first session or two. Yeah,
we've seen here that most teams obviously win the toss and bowl first, but I certainly don't think it's a win the toss, win the game tight surface. So we've seen here before we've won when we've been put in, and for us, whatever we do first up, it's important we adapt to the conditions and we try to start really well. So we've put scores on the board batting first here on day one, so if we are in that position, then we'll also be looking to do that again. So for us, it's about just trying to focus on the present, and if we can do that, then later on in the game, then things can hopefully unfold in our favour.
If you are put in first, is it potentially a case of try and score as many runs as you can quickly? That's been an approach for some that's worked here.
Yeah, I think everyone's got their own sort of method around how they like to go about things. Some people like to get on with it when it is a little bit greener, and some people like to play the long game and try sort of wait for the bowlers to come to you. So that's an individual approach in terms of how guys like to go about things. So guys have been working hard the last couple of days on some wickets that are pretty bouncy in there. So we are looking forward to the opportunity to get back out there.
Is this a wicket you're thinking or hoping will favour your pace attacker who struggled at times in the last match?
Well, I think we've seen in the past that with the extra pace and carry here, it does suit our bowlers, and obviously there is a little bit more assistance off the surface. So, but in saying that, you need to put the ball in the right area for long periods of time, and if we can do that and build partnerships from both ends, then hopefully we give ourselves a good chance.
Any special plans for the team for Ross tomorrow, like a guard of honour or anything?
We'll do our cap presentations that we do before every Test match. It's obviously a special one for Ross, and we'll also acknowledge it post Test match. But he's been a great servant for New Zealand cricket, and for us, we'd obviously love to end his Test career on a high. But it's obviously important that we focus on the now and trying to do everything leading up to the end of the game. So it's obviously an exciting week for him and his family. Yeah, I think it's just sharing the same changing room as Ross. I actually remember I was over in Durham in 2010 playing some club cricket over there and managed to meet him, which was, from my point of view, was pretty exciting, but to also share a changing room with him now, and obviously he's a massive part of our group, and he's certainly going to be missed. It's going to be weird certainly not having him at first slip or being around the team. So as I said, we'd obviously love to send him off on a high for his Test career, but I'm sure he'll be looking to obviously play the game right, try to play our brand of cricket this week, and then hopefully we can celebrate a nice Test win and obviously a great career as well.
Just on that note, is there anyone who's sort of going to succeed to the throne at first slip?
I'm sure there'll be a few guys trying to jump in the limo, but we'll have to wait and see in terms of obviously the side and that sort of thing. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of guys putting their hand up.
What did you learn from the Bangladesh side? Is there anything you took from how they performed at the Mount? You thought, we could use that and do it like they did?
Yeah, as I said, I think they played the perfect Test match. I think they, from a bowling point of view, they were able to build partnerships at both ends and create a lot of pressure. They certainly, when it didn't allow us to form partnerships or back-to-back partnerships, and that's certainly a lesson for our bowlers. And And I think they adapted the surface really well, and I think with the bat they were able to build partnerships throughout the whole innings, probably something that we couldn't quite do. Obviously the importance of a first innings score on a wicket like that is really important, so they played really well, and we probably weren't quite at our best, so we got a great opportunity to try put a performance that we're proud of this week.
And any thoughts changes to the squad, or so it's 11 for tomorrow with Matt Henry being part of the squad?
Yeah, we'll have a look at the surface tomorrow. Obviously we've got another day of it, and the weather's obviously meant to be quite nice over the coming days, so we'll assess that in the morning.
Tom, just on Ross, you just have a sort of elaborate a bit more about what he just brings to the team, and obviously his manner, his experience, what he's brought over these years.
Yeah, I think it's the experience. He's done it in conditions around the world, at home, for 17 years, I think it is, and I guess to have a career expanding that long and being so successful, just shows the experience that he has. I think the calmness that he has as well. When we are in situations, he's put his hands up numerous amounts of times. So I think it's just the experience that he brings and the calmness sort of settles the changing room, and he's certainly going to be missed.
You got a test debut from him, didn't you, in 2014 with his son being born up in Wellington? Does he ever have you on about that?
Yeah, thanks to Jonty who was born then, was obviously very nice, has managed to fill that number 4 position for one test, so that's obviously something obviously very special to me, but certainly something I'll be very thankful for Ross, but also Jonty as well.
Just on tomorrow, I mean, if you guys do lose the toss and get sent in, I mean, obviously yourself opening, I mean, how do you approach it? I mean, obviously it's very tough, sort of Hagley first session, day 1 wicket. You're a Canterbury boy. I mean, what do you need to do well on this wicket opening?
I think it's guys just sticking to their game plan as best as possible. As I alluded to earlier, there's guys sort of approach it slightly differently in terms of what they like to do on a surface that offers a little bit of assistance for the bowlers. So it's a great place to bat. If the sun's out, then we know it does a little bit. But if you can get through that first session, then there's obviously a chance to put runs on the board. So we'll have to wait and see if we're batting or bowling. But regardless of what we're doing, it's important we do that well to start and try to adapt as quick as we can.
With that,
Yeah, just with the team, Tom, how many positions are still up for debate, or is it fairly settled apart from maybe the all-rounder?
Yeah, it's probably just the all-rounder in terms of whether we believe spin may come into it, or whether the extra seamer may be of use. So we'll assess that in the morning.
no, it was literally that.
I guess just one quickly, Tommy, from me, if you indulge me for a sec, probably something that these guys want to include in their stories, radio, TV, whatever it is. Dress up day 1 here at Hagley. I guess you're hoping the Cantabrians will come out in force and dress up.
Yeah, a great occasion, a great initiative from New Zealand Cricket to have a dress-up day, and obviously a Sunday down here at Hagley. Everyone's weekend, so fingers crossed we can get a good crowd, and then we can see some cool costumes, and I believe there's a few prizes up for grabs as well.
Yeah, and any personal faves on the costume front?
You put me on the spot, Buzz, but
Or a pirate,
oh, pirate would be great. Obviously a Cantab through and through here, so we'll have to wait and see.
You got any plans to dress up, Tom? You dress as a New Zealand cricketer? Or?
I'll have to be a New Zealand cricketer, I think, for 5 days.
Thanks, Liz.
Perfect. Thank you very much.